Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Cheek, and welcome to 440 S5A Digital Entrepreneurship. We're just finishing up the second week. You've done a lot of things so far, and we got a lot of things left to do. So I guess the question becomes, why are you doing these things and why are they important? So let me bring you up to date and show you what we're doing, what we've done so far, why they're important, and how they fit into the overall goals of the course. So there's three distinctive components of Management 440. We learn about traditional entrepreneurship. That's the reading you're doing from the Cengage book. We learn about 21st century entrepreneurship or digital entrepreneurship. We do that with the articles I give you and the small books I give you and the readings outside the Cengage. And then we do an individual research paper and we do a business plan. So those are the components. So the overview of the course, in the very beginning, we sort of give you a background in entrepreneurship and we start breaking you into that 21st century digital entrepreneur. And we do that with books, readings, and the research paper. After midterm, and what we do, everything after midterm, we take the midterm, that's behind us, and we go to the final. From midterm to the final exam, we're going to show you how to set up a digital entrepreneurship company. Even if you don't have an idea, you won't require any money, that's not a problem. And we have your doing a business plan showing you how to do it. So that's what we'll do in the course. The goals and objectives, we want you to have a foundation of knowledge and entrepreneurship. We want you to understand the current best practices and where you can go. And then we're going to do a hands-on application by having you build the actual online company. Now, why are we doing these assignments? I made you do a backstory. Made you do LinkedIn, student introduction, and Twitter. So let's look at was this busy work? The backstory is sort of like, where are you from? Many experts feel by the time you're 18 years old that you are the person you're ever going to be. And what you truly love and what you really want to do, you determine that by the time you're 18. I think it's interesting that Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, that one of his high school, somebody went to high school with him, said early on, all he ever wanted to be was an astronaut. So he gained all this fame and fortune with Amazon. And so what does he do? He wants to be an astronaut. So usually about 18, and the only way you do it, you have to go back and look at yourself. So that's what I made you do. I wanted you to go back and look at yourself. Now, some people really dug down and talked about who they were. And usually it's of your early age when you first remember elementary school, middle school, high school, and then as you're getting into college. Those are the different components. And the person you are by the time you start college, that's kind of who you are. The power of the backstory is that if you don't know where you've been, you really don't know where you're going. And once again, as I said, some of you threw yourselves into it. Others just really didn't spend the time, but that was for your use. Now, the second thing is the LinkedIn. Each semester, a couple times a year, I help people get jobs. Invariably, the employer does the same thing. They ask me, does the person have a LinkedIn? I want to see a LinkedIn profile. And so that what I'll do is I'll have them, I have you students put up a LinkedIn profile and I'll give them a look at it. Now, once you set it up, all I'm doing is make sure you set it up. But if you talk to you, what I tell you, make that your new resume. If somebody ever wants a copy of your resume, the resume that you have on LinkedIn and the resume that you have, the file should look exactly the same. So LinkedIn is very, very powerful. You'll be surprised if you get LinkedIn and you build your profile up, how good a job finder it can be for you. Now, the next thing would be the student introduction. Be honest with yourself. People, I took 5 points off and you didn't put a picture. Why did I want a picture? How many of you went through and looked to see who your classmates were? and you found people, oh, I didn't know you were in that class, because I went through and read the comments. And I saw many people saying, "Oh, well, I didn't know we were in this class." So now you have somebody to feed off of when you had questions, collaborate with each other, sharing documents, and talk about things that are going on in class. That's what the purpose of the student introduction was. The importance of Twitter. Twitter is where things are happening. A lot of trends are identified in Twitter. There's a lot of exciting things going on in Twitter that we won't be able to get to in this semester. It's much deeper than that. But that was the importance of Twitter. Let's talk about the value of this course. Same old story. Every semester when someone's graduating or soon to be graduating, they worked hard. I mean, they've part-time jobs and student loans and money from parents or wherever they can get money, struggle. They've got it. We're almost there. The finish line's here. And all of a sudden you wake up one day and say, what now? What do I do now? In my face-to-face class every semester, I say, how many of you have jobs? If there's 35 students, 2 or 3 have jobs. Invariably, a couple of those are family jobs. So that the rest of it, I don't really know what I want to do. Now, what will happen at your graduation? The people that love you will hug you and squeeze you. We're so proud of you. And they'll step back and say, what are you going to do now? And now you're under that spotlight. What am I going to do now? Are you concerned about finding a job? Are you afraid you're going to have to take that first job available? Are you afraid the job you take isn't really what you want? You just need the money to live off of and maybe start paying back the student loans? Is this what you expected when you went off to college? On the other hand, what would you really love to do? What's your passion? What do you and friends talk about when it doesn't include school? What job would you love to have? Why would you love to have it? And that's what this course offers. I'm going to show you a way that you can set up a part-time gig doing the stuff you truly love. Our model is going to be a 48-hour model. And what this says, I'm going to show you how to set up your company, a digital entrepreneurial company that you're going to spend 48 hours a month on. And you're going to pay yourself $50 an hour. So you're going to pay yourself almost $2,500 a month. And I'm going to show you how you can get there in 6 months. So now you're working that job, you don't really, not the best one. The first one seldom is the best one, is the best fit. You're taking what you can get. But when you come home and you're doing this other exciting job, and as it continues to grow, you have options in your life of what you can do. One other thing too about this, most small businesses, that's less than 100 employees, don't have a very, very good grasp on social media and digital business of what it can do for their business. You can have some things you will bring to them that makes a difference. So this is my cheat model. This is where we're going. Module 1, what's your path? Find out what you really love doing. That's why I gave you the work on it. What's your niche? So I got a passion. I love clothes. My niche. Oh, I like athletic wear, okay? Who's your unique audience? I want you to be able to close your eyes. I want you to draw that avatar of that perfect person. Is it 20 to 23? Is it male? Is it female? What is it? And then you say, what types of product services will I do? So I now build my business. That's sort of where we are, and that's where we get in the course. The 6 and 7 is where we're going to promote this company that we do. And once you get that done, you monetize it. And I'll show you the way you do it. And now look at the very top, it says, no idea, no money, no problem. That's where we're going to take you. Now, you can make an A in this class without getting there, but you can make a C in this class and you'll get there. A couple of semesters ago, I had a young guy in the back of the class, and he kind of sleepy. I thought we'd sleep through the class. About halfway through the class, he came down and he said, Dr. Cheek, I did it. So what did you do? And he says, well, I'm making $2,000 a month off of Amazon. So what are you doing? He says, you know, they buy books. And he says, so that what I do, I've got their app on my phone. I go to these library book sales or anywhere they're selling books flea markets or anything. I scan a book and I see what I can buy it for, and I see what they'll pay for it. Now, if I wait until I get a whole box of books together to ship to them, they'll pay postage. So they'll give me the box and they'll pay postage. And I said, I'm making $2,000 a month. And I said, well, man, I thought you were back there sleeping. Dr. Cheek, I work the 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock shift at Walmart or Sam's in the warehouse. He says, I come here right after work without any sleep. Man, gave me a whole new appreciation what he's doing. I'm going to give you the ideas. I'm going to give you the method to do it. You take it from there. What we'll do, and that, let's go back 1 second. You say, we take you all and now you monetize it. So what do you do to monetize it? You don't have to have a full-blown website. You do somewhere down the line, you need a website. But you use social media, whatever tool you're going to use, you build contact, you review products and services, link to affiliate sales, and then you monetize it. You start making money. And everything is focused on your audience. It's not about you. It's not about what you do. It's not about what you sell. It's what does your audience need and what are you going to do with it? This is the digital entrepreneurship model. You start out using affiliate income, drop carrying inventory, open bricks and mortar, sell a company or grow. That's just that simple. So that's what we'll do. Things, remember, no late assignments for credit. I'm always available for help. Ask early, ask often. When in doubt, the only dumb question is the one you don't ask. Hit the ground running. If you get behind, it'll be difficult to catch up, if not impossible. I will give you a continuous stream of webinars. I'll record them. There's no good time when all of you can make it. So I'll record them and then you can watch them when you have time. And then last but not least, let me make my promise to you. Nothing I have you doing, nothing I'm having you do is just busy work. Everything has a purpose. It all fits in together. I'll provide a why for everything you do. Everything I do in this course will be focused on you. I'll be your mentor now, during, and after the course is over. Glad to have you in class. I hope you enjoy it. Please give me continuous feedback. And if you're having problems, everyone else is probably having that problem. Let me know and we'll do it. Thanks again and welcome to Entrepreneurship.